Today I'm in the wood yard. We got a pile of wood, we got a splitter, we got a tractor. Let's make little pieces of wood. Here we go. So I have not worked in the wood yard in 2 days now. I had work in my other business, and then yesterday it rained most of the day, so wasn't here, but today's a beautiful day, and I've got a pile of wood back here that I've been just itching to smallerize. Got some splitting to do. So we're gonna work on this pile that is mixed stuff. There's maple in here, soft maple, there's ash, there's some locust, a little bit of everything. We're gonna split it, dump it into the bin. We got the 17 RS Wolfe here because it's the only splitter I have here now. My brother Ken has the Ultra at his place, and the vertical splitter went back to Wolfe because they needed it for the show. And so I'm down to one splitter. Kind of feel like nakedness almost. All right, let's get to work. Yeah, there's a bunch of debris on the bowl here. We're gonna spin out. I'm glad I took that four-way off. This should be a lot better. There's a lot of crotches and knotty, nasty, curly stuff here. Nice to have the vertical and stuff like this. But we'll get her knocked down. Wood out of one chunk, and this is just a piece of wood from a great big monster. We're taking some paint off of this. I haven't used a single wedge hardly at all. Or black locust. See by the color of it? Money colored. That's sort of simple. Black locust is kind of a greenish yellow color on the inside. Generally it's a yard tree. I think it grows brought in a couple of and got one of that real small weeds. Those are really fast actually, being such a dense wood. Ash right here. Bone drying these guys. Sounds dry. Done the nice. This is where having the auto cycle is nice. I could be working while the machine is doing this thing instead of me hanging onto the lever the whole time. Man, you gotta notice. That's, I would never buy, now that I know it, I know I would never buy a splitter without auto cycle. Log lift. Also, it's one of those things. Yes, perfect splitter would have. This is just me talking. I don't know that this exists. The perfect splitter would have what would come with the helper, first of all. But it would have a push plate like this with a lot of grip in it. You'd want at least 17, but if I had to pick the perfect number, I would say like 28 tons. 28 tons is really nice, actual tons. A 4-second cycle time, 28 tons, 4-second cycle time. A bigger working area out like this, or is it feasible like this? A nice auto cycle and a log lift. That would be nice. I don't know if there anything like that exists. I think most of the machines that are 28 tons and above are slower, but you could speed it up. And I know some people right now are screaming, "Get it all wood, get it all wood." Yeah, that might be the one. Who knows? We'll take a little guy here. Still, it's a heavier load. So I was splitting like a happy little boy, and I got a text message from a longtime customer of mine, and he wants some wood. And he wants it tomorrow morning, first thing. So I thought, well, I'm here now. I'm gonna load up the wood right now so that I'm ready to go in the morning. I can just go right there and deliver it. He wants a face cord. He always gets a face cord at a time. He usually goes through almost 2 full cords a year. He's got a rack behind his garage that he can fit a face cord, a third of a cord, and that's what he wants. He said he's just about out and he wants some more. And he always gets some cherry. Now, I've done in the past ash with cherry, I've done oak with cherry, I've done maple with cherry, and this time he said just mixed hardwood is fine with some cherry. So we're gonna put a bunch of mixed hardwood in here first, and then we're gonna go over to the cherry and we're gonna put the cherry on the top. That's what's gonna happen. So it's time to start chucking wood right now. There it is, wood is in. I put all the mixed stuff on the bottom, cherry on the top, just like a sundae. And tomorrow morning I'll be delivering this, so you'll probably see that at the end of this video. Right now we're gonna go do some more splitting because it's a beautiful day and I got probably a good hour and a half left I can split before I gotta do another job. So let's head back over there to the splitter and make little pieces. So I totally forgot to talk about this morning. I got a call yesterday, well, the day before and yesterday, from a tree service guy I've done some work with. His name is Elliot, Canopy Cops. I did the video of him going upside down on his crane and taking out a big locust tree last year. If you want to go check that video, it does really good work. Well, the other day he called and said, hey, I got some wood for you. I said, great. I said, just let me know when you're bringing it. Well, I got here yesterday and this was here, which was awesome. This load from here down. So there is elm, ash, and I don't even know what that is. That looks like that might be some type of a maple, I'm guessing. But the good stuff is right there. There's about 3 big sticks of shagbark hickory in there. There's the other one over there. So yeah, here's the elm on top, another elm here. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. And Brush brought that. And then yesterday he says, hey, got another load, you want it? I said, yeah, sure. When are you gonna bring it? He said, I'm on my way right now. So he brought this yesterday and dropped it off. I think there's just mainly ash in here. Yeah, it looks like all ash, this whole load. So it's some nasty looking crap too. So that'll be some whittling with the chainsaw, obviously. It looks like they did a good job of cutting low on the stump. What do you think there? They must have cut that right at ground level. And then this other stuff here. So looks like a nice bunch of wood. So that's all 100% free wood. Just brought here for me to make firewood out of. And if I had to guess how much is there, it's probably going to end up being close to 3 full cords. So 360, 360, 360, that's over $1,000 worth of wood right here. So that's pretty nice. All right, now we're going to go do some splitting.